Hey, how are you doing tonight? Thank you for joining me. This is First Class Styles, and I am here with another video. So tonight I'm doing something different. No, I'm not talking about hair, which is my passion, but I'm going to show you one of my favorite pastime things to do, which is collect comic books. I love different genres of comics, mostly horror, some superheroes. If I'm collecting comics, it's because that's something that I really enjoy. If I collect certain comics, excuse me, that's something that I really enjoy doing, or I really enjoy the character, or I either connect with the character somehow, some way, or it is some way I connect with the comic book, and I just really enjoy it. Do I get to read them all? No, I don't read them all. Let's just be honest. We don't all sit and read every comic book we collect. I collect based on if I have read the comic or have I done research on that particular character or person or thing, and I enjoy what I read about and I know what it's about. I'm going to collect that comic book because that's something I enjoy doing. I have two packages here that I'm going to show and share with you. One I got off Instagram from an auction that I was a part of. I really enjoyed doing that. And this one I got off eBay. Alright, so the first one is from one of my newfound peeps on Instagram. I want to make sure that I pronounce his name correctly. It's Jackzilla Comics, I believe. Jackzilla Comics. I am going to post this information down below in the description. But he actually had a live auction on his Instagram live, and I never said anything, but I had been kind of tipping into his auctions a couple of times and kind of looking and watching and seeing how he does it and what type of comics he's had in the past, and seeing if there's anything that I like. But one night I just went in and then started watching. I was like, okay, I saw some comics and I just started bidding away. I bidded and bidded and bidded. I think I kind of shocked some people. My first night there, I was just bidding and bidding and bidding. I saw a bunch of stuff that I like, and it was just a lot of fun. I also met some cool people there. They didn't mind explaining to me how it works. That was my first night. We all really connected our first time meeting each other, which that's normally kind of strange that you connect like that. But with this pack of comics, yeah, I really enjoyed it. And this is his logo right here. You can see that. Hope it's not backwards, like it's backwards. But it is Jackzilla. Jackzilla Comics. You can find that on Instagram. So just put the @ symbol in front of that. But once again, I'm going to post it on the description below. Jack did properly pack these comic books. Okay, he put it in a case, in another brown case, and he also bubble wrapped, which is important. The packaging is important. You want to make sure that the comic books get there to its destination safe. Go as far as writing, do not bend or fragile on the box. Some of us, like myself, do spend a good penny on comic books. Don't mind. And there it is, bubble wrapped. I'm taking it off right now. I know what's in here. He packed this so well. Oh, Jack, we love you. But I'm gonna share this with you. I got some really good picks on this one. Yeah, see how you pack that? Look at that. Very neat packing. I like that. Feels like Christmas. And so, all right, 1 second here while I take this off. All right. All right, here we go. Yes. He had some good old, like I love the old style looking comics that have like a vintage look. Like for example, he had a lot of horror, which I love horror comics. It's called Monster Hunters. I know that's backwards, but let me get an idea. Fairly good condition. Got a little crease here or there, but it's an older comic. You should expect that. And he also, yeah, here we go, some more horror comics. I love comics that looks older like that. I love that. I love the old vintage looking comics like the back in 1970, something like that. You see something moving back there in the back, that's my dog. He's gonna do his little spin in the chair before he actually lays down and go to sleep. He does that every night. That is a ritual he does every night. And he's probably gonna come and jump on me in a little bit, so just so you'll know. So yeah, he got me a lot of the old like Marvel comics and like the werewolf fear and things of that matter. Um, the one that's about Ghost. Oh, a lot of the old like things like this. I love stuff like that. To me, these have. I mean, it's just the look. I love vintage look. I love that. I love stuff that is vintage and just have a good, you know, that old-fashioned look. Then, of course, one of my favorites that I'm starting to connect with, Symbiotic. Y'all know what those are. Y'all know what Venom and Carnage is. I love Carnage. This is Web of Venom Cult Carnage. Of course, he's like he's hanging upside down, of course. But Carnage, I love Carnage. I like Venom too. Anything where that you forgot what they call the changing, like he can turn into something else. That's why I like the movie, the old-fashioned 1970 movie, The Thing, when it transform into different people and they look exactly the same, but when you do certain things to it, it finally turns into what the person actually is, which kind of something that I like is revealing who people actually are. I guess that's why I like the symbiotic. It shows the good side and the dark side. I like that type of stuff. And I'm also starting to build up my Black Panther collection. Look at that. Look at the detail and the color in that. I love that. This is Black Panther #1, Marvel. I forgot what year. Don't quite remember what year this is, but I'm excited about that one. And of course, we got more horror, ghost stories. I love ghost stories, by the way. Those are some of my favorite. I love true stories. Like right now, I'm in my living room because this is where my desk is. That's my office behind me. And of course, I got some pops and things up there. That's my office behind me, but the internet is not really connected. I have the internet in there, but it's not connected, so I had to sit my desk out here to work. And so, like right now, I have The Conjuring 2 on television while I'm doing this. And as I say, I'm building up my Black Panther collection, so it's more Black Panther. And the detail and the color, of course, we know the story of Black Panther, which I just recently found out. I don't know how late I am on this, that Storm from X-Men and Black Panther got married. Did not know that. And did not know that they actually were together prior to her becoming Storm and him becoming Black Panther. His name is actually, Black Panther's actual name is T'Challa, and Storm's name is Ororo Monroe, which I have some notes here because I had wrote that down, which I'm actually going to start collecting some X-Men Storm I love Storm. I did not know the backstory behind Storm. There's a gentleman on YouTube here that actually did a whole family tree and did a story of Storm and Black Panther, the whole story behind him, how the name became, things of that matter. And if I find that video, I'll post that one also so you can see that. But I was very interested and intrigued in that. Of course, did not know Storm was from Africa. She was actually a princess in Africa. And the ladies in her family all acquired that power to, deal with the storms and stuff like that. So I think it's kind of like another way of calling them like Mother Nature, dealing with hurricanes and things of that matter. And speaking of how Black Panther got started, um, my friend Jackzilla Comics was kind of hesitant about showing me this one. He said the cover is very questionable. If you can actually see it, you'll see why. It is Black Panther, but yes, that is who you see on the horse. That is the KKK. And this one is actually pretty much describing how Black Panther all became who he is and started. So it is controversial. I got that one. He was like, I don't know if you want this. I was like, sure, I'll take it. I'll take it. He said he likes a lot of history stuff. So I'm like, I mean, we can't change. There's some things in history that we can't change. I mean, I really wish some things wouldn't repeat themselves, like the whole racism thing. Wish that wouldn't repeat itself, or the whole COVID-19, which is something that took place. If you want a little history lesson, this is something similar that took place back in 1918, where they had a big pandemic then. And they told them that, and the people went out early, like they're doing now, open up early than expected. And they end up losing 4,500 more people to the pandemic. So, yeah, opening up early, to me, in my opinion, is a little bit too soon. I'm questioning this pandemic on a lot of levels, but we're not going to get into that. Back to the comic books, okay? My next one, of course, is another Black Panther. Like I said, I'm building up, but just look at that. And this is Black Panther searches for the sacred water skin, but instead finds danger from the abominable Yeti. Oh, we all know about Yeti. Look at Yeti fighting Black Panther. Why? But that one, and it also if you see, it also has that vintage look. And also, if you don't know, I do collect comics, mainly for the cover. I think comic books, the artwork is very important. I really enjoy the artwork that someone puts into it and the detail. If you don't read the comic, that's good enough right there. The artwork alone is good enough. And so I will collect the comics based on the artwork, just to see, and I won't even open up the comic. I'll go online and I'll read about the series that way. That's just what I do. But the last one with Jackzilla is Thor. That is such an awesome cover. You see what I mean by the detail they put into that? Yeah, I like that. Very nice. And I also do collect comics because I do, I'll post this information, of course, once again down below. There's a company called Zobi.com, shopzobi.com. And they also do a lot of like autograph signing, authentication with JSA. That's James Spencer Authentication. So that means that they witness the actual person's autographing whatever you want autographed. They also sell autographed pictures on their site. I go there and I get a lot of my autographed, especially during this time. You can't really go to the places now and get an autograph at a Comic-Con because they cancel a lot of them because of the whole pandemic. But this is actually good. I actually sent in one of my Funko Pops to them. It's a Super Saiyan Vegeta. It is a red. I forgot what it was called. Red something. But the person who actually does the voice of Super Saiyan Vegeta, Christopher Sabat, excuse me, if I mispronounce his name, I'm sorry. He's actually there and he's actually signing. He does a video of him actually signing it, which is neat, and he speaks to you during the video. And so they send me the video, and then after he signs it, they take it over, which I paid an extra $8 for them to take it over to JSA, James Spencer Authentication, to authenticate it with his own serial number. So I know it's for sure the real deal. Alright, so this next one that I'm actually going to open up is actually something I found on eBay. I do buy mystery boxes off eBay. I am going to do another video with this other gentleman that I found on eBay. I'm going to show his card during that video. And of course, post his information below. He actually has some good mystery boxes. It's for my first time buying. He even lets you know that there's no junk in his mystery boxes. There's no doubles, anything of that matter. And the first one that I bought, which I'm going to show in the next video because I got something else from him too. I can't wait to show you all that one. That's going to be exciting. And he gave me some really nice Iron Man. Really nice Iron Man. But this one right here that I got from eBay, I don't have a card or anything from the person. But I got this series because this one was written by and drawn. If I can get the gentleman's name here one more time here. Let's see here. Mike Grell is his name. And Mr. Grell is actually the gentleman who I believe he draws and writes Green Lantern. And either he draws the Green Lantern, and he decided to do his own comics, and it's called Shamans Tears. And when I tell you the detail of the work that he did, it's a 12 book series. This is mainly about a young man that is part Indian and Irish. And he left and he actually came back home because he's like a doctor now. And he's coming back to his roots. And it's like they're not really accepting him because they don't consider him fully. I believe I have to look it up again. I believe they don't fully consider him full Indian because he left and he's mixed with something. But I had to order this one. This one started with a loved one that starts with 0, and that's Shaman's Tears. I know it's backwards. I do apologize. Yeah, that's 0. But I mainly got it for the number 0, the 1. The one afterwards. The one after 0, of course, we all know after 0 comes 1. This one. The same cover as 0, but just don't have the slash through it. And the detail. He drew that and wrote it. wrote the story. And when I say, well, now will I probably open these and read them? Probably not. But like I say, I get comic books that are connected to me also. I am part Cherokee Indian. So, and yeah, I love it. See the detail in that? The color. I love everything about this whole set. Oh, boy, this is just beautiful. Look at that. Why don't you not collect that? Why would you not collect that? Look at this. It's very, very, very neat. Super cool. Oh yeah, this is gonna be I will be going online and reading this one. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Wolf or dog in the back. Oh man, that's crazy. And this is Image Comics. Image Comics does some good graphics. Some comic book I have not heard of, and then just the front of it, I'm just like, oh, I don't have to read it. I like the cover. Look at that. You see the Indian, even though he's part Irish, you can still see his Indian features, the deep-rooted Indian features in him. Look at that. Yeah, these are awesome. Gonna be a good online read because I am not gonna open these. I am not gonna open these, and hopefully Zobi will have Mike Grill, at a signing, and if he does, what I'm gonna do is I'm most likely gonna probably send in either the 0 or the 1 and have him autograph that for me. I think that'll be cool. That will be cool. But yeah, that is it. That is all I have for you tonight. I am not gonna hold you long because it had been a long day for me. And I'm a little tired, so I'm getting ready to go and get me some rest. But I hope you enjoyed. I will be back. Let's see here. Just before I go, let me see here. Get this up here. It's coming up. There is another gentleman that I am following on Instagram. I just recently did an auction with him on Friday night because I went back again to Jacksonville Comics on Thursday and tore up my bank account. That's my iPad getting ready. Tore up my bank account. And then Friday night I went to this other gentleman. Tore up my bank account even more, but I enjoy it though. It is so much fun collecting comic books. It really is. You have to. It's not fun when you just collect them just to collect. You have to do something like have a reason. Like mine is a bunch of reasons. I either connect with the comic some way, or I love the artwork, or it has to have some type of meaning, or I don't know. It's just like getting a tattoo. You just don't get a tattoo just to get a tattoo. I hate when people do that, just to get a tattoo just to get anything on them. If you get a tattoo, let it have some meaning to it. What's the reason behind you getting the tattoo? Let it have a story behind it, And that's what the type of stuff that I love right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm pulling up Instagram right now on my iPad. And I'm actually going to pull up the 2 places that I go to for auction. I will be seeing them again this coming week, of course. And whatever comes up, bear with me just 1 second here. Alright. Alright, come on here. There we go. Alright, I'm first starting with Jackzilla, which is at Jackzilla, like Godzilla. It said instead of Godzilla, take God off and put JACK, Jackzilla _ comics. And it is taking forever to load, and here we go. Right here, let's see that, if you can see that. And it just went out, and it's back on. But like I say, it's Jackzilla right here. Jackzilla is actually a little Godzilla, but it's Jackzilla. It looks like a rabbit. Oh, it is a rabbit. That is shooting out flames like Godzilla. That is freaking cool. Look at that. Focus. There we go. That is a rabbit shooting out flames. Wow. Well, it's at Jackzilla, JACKZILLA _ comics. That is one. My next one that is my new go-to after Jack is, what is my guy's name? I went Friday and it was his first comic book auction, and he did awesome on his first night. He had some very good picks, some very good picks. That's why when I say I tore up my bank account with him, he did some very, very good picks. I do collect Harley Quinn. I love Harley Quinn. Her character, her demeanor reminds me so much of me, that I don't give up attitude. I love that. Especially when she said the Suicide Squad. When she broke the glass to get something out, and the guy said something like, "Are you really doing that, or what are you doing?" And she's like, "We're criminals, duh." Some mess, I would say. That's why I say I connect on a level with these type of comics. I love their attitude. But his name is at Sinister's Comic Realm. Once again, I'm going to put all this in the description below. Sinister's Comic Realm. And this gentleman had some badass, him and Jackzilla, they have some good picks when it comes to comic books, especially Jackzilla. I just recently got one from him. It was a CGC 9.4 grade Harley Quinn, and it in mint condition, I believe. And the cover is just badass. I love it. And with Sinister, I got, I think, 2 or 3 Harley Quinns. And what he did was he pulled up, he said, "You Harley Quinn fans?" He said, "I have this one right here. This one is rare. It's rare to find. I think it's the first, I don't forget which one it was, but I'm going to show you that one when I get that in the mail." He just messaged me today. He's sending it out to me on Monday, and Jack is sending mine out too. So I'm excited for those two. I'm also waiting for another one from Spider-Man booth. That Spider-Man booth, I got 2 mystery boxes from them. I'm gonna see what those mystery boxes entail of. I also do sell on eBay also. So these that I have tonight, these are mine. They're not being sold on eBay, but I'm getting from Jack and Sinister coming. They're mine. I'm not selling those on eBay. Those are mine. I'm not giving those up. But because I like to, because just my luck, I will end up going to Zobi, and they will be doing a book signing, and I can send my thing in and have it autographed by one of my favorite people. Why not? All right. So that is all. I'm gonna put all that information below. Please like, subscribe, comment, hit the notification button. And I will see you all later. Good night.